Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Leads customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingils.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingils. You are listening to Building Fortunes Radio on www.buildingfortunesradio.com. And we are here, and the phones, as you can hear, are ringing off the wall. And I forgot to shut everything off because everybody called all at the same time. So I'm going to say thanks for listening here to Building Fortunes Radio. If you are listening in, you hear my name is Peter Mingils. Ollie Cantos is going to be coming in just a second or two. He's a gentleman that I have a huge level of respect for, number one, because he's got an accomplished background. If you look at his resume, you would be completely amazed with the accomplishments that he has attained over the last lifetime. And hard worker, you can see he's someone, and he's coming in, so I'm going to just introduce him here. Hey, Ollie, you're here. I'm still doing your introduction, so hold on. I'm singing all of your praises, so give me one more minute, maybe two, to sing more of your praises. So I was speaking about Ollie that you would be, if you're listening in for the first time, you would be impressed, of course, with his list of accomplishments. He's someone that started off with humble beginnings with a great family, and he kind of worked through any adversity that he'd have as a younger child into teenage years and eventually became really busy with government services and helping low-income people and people with disabilities, and has climbed up the ranks going to even become an attorney, to working in Washington, D.C., and hopefully Ollie's going to be our only chance to be able to pull out whatever's happening in Washington, D.C. at this time, because it looks like it's a little bit on the chaotic side. But you would be impressed with his list of accomplishments. As a matter of fact, I always recommend that people go to olliecantos.com. That's Ollie, O-L-L-I-E, Cantos as in C-A-N-T-O-S.com. And when you go there, you'll see some other links to his Facebook site, to his Twitter locations, and a few other things as well. But what is really impressive to me is his passion for building a home-based business. Although he has secure income, obviously, with working with the government and working with the people that he's worked with before, he is always looking for more things, not only for himself, but also for his 3 adopted children. We have Steve, Nick, and Leo, and they're adopted triplets who are right now 16 as of this recording. And for all of you parents out right now, just thinking about 3 boys in the same house would be one thing. 3 teenagers at 16 is another accomplishment for sure. But in addition to all of those things, they're helping him effectively build a business. That's why he's kind of like my hero. So he's building a business in the home-based business arena with a great network marketing company and doing it all the right way, working with his sons, showing them the entrepreneurial spirit and all of that stuff. And to me, I make a bigger deal of what I'm going to say next than he does. All of them happen to have, they're blind. So I don't know how he does it. I watch his YouTube videos, and I'm like, these guys are faking it. Like, these guys are faking it. They are not blind because to me, their blindness is a bigger issue than it is like they probably are saying to me, Peter, just kind of get over it. Like, it's not an issue for us. We are doing well all by myself. And I just look at them, and I just say, what an aspiring family of people that are doing the best profession I could ever think of and doing it the right way. Everything about this radio show and this relationship is working. So, Ollie, I just wanted to say thanks for being here. I know that we were just a little bit awkward on the running, a little bit late coming in, but phones are ringing off the wall. It's Friday. It's the end of the week for some. It's the beginning of the weekend for others. We're doing, building a business. My phones are ringing off the wall all the time. You're dealing with everything that you're dealing with, a business, kids, and everything else, including your home-based business. It's the beginning of the month as well. So thanks for being here on Building Fortunes Radio.
Thank you, Peter, for having me again. I always love coming onto your show because you're such a leader in the space, and you really play a significant role in helping many of us from different companies build in an efficient way and in a way that of which we can all be proud.
Excellent. Now, for those people unfamiliar with you, we've done a few radio shows already that people can listen to. If they go to Building Fortunes buildingfortunesradio.com/Ollie or buildingfortunesradio.com/Ollie Cantos. They'll be able to find the previous radio shows that we've done. And from the very first one, we learned a little bit about your background. So I want you to share with some people a little bit about your background. But on the other ones, we talked about home-based businesses. And then we spoke about the specific company that you're working with, which is Amway, and the specific way that you're doing it, which is by retailing the products and making a living actually retailing the Amway products, which will blow the mind out of all the MLM critics because they don't think any of that stuff is possible, and they don't know anybody that's doing it. So you're proof positive that it can be done and can be done successfully. And what I want to move on to in today's radio show is some of the specifics of some of the products that you really like and anything else that you want to bring up as well. So first, as I kind of give you your script, tell us a little bit about Ollie, tell us a little bit about why Amway, and then we're going to move into some specific things relative to the products that you prefer.
Great. Well, thank you. I have had a really intense life in terms of various adversities that I've had to overcome over the years. I was bullied as a child. I was painfully shy. When asking me as a kid what I wanted to be, what I would want to be when I grow up, I just couldn't really imagine much, except when I was 3 years old, I wanted to be a bus driver. I didn't think at the time that you kind of had to be able to see to drive a bus, but that's all, neither here nor there with a 3-year-old. And so it's literally recorded on the old cassette tape that I wanted to be a bus driver. And so the funny thing is, with that, my mom and dad never said I couldn't be a bus driver. They said, well, that's great. Well, you're going to be great but driving a bus. So later I lost my mind on that. But it actually underscores how my mom and dad never put in front of me anything negative in terms of whatever I thought I could be. They knew that would all sort itself out as I grew older, and it did. And I'm really proud as I'm so proud of life and about how we each have an opportunity. We have a chance to really make things grow and change, and building a 6-figure income is not something that I'm aspiring for because I already got that. And I want to actually go bigger and build higher. And the reason why that's important here is because I make no bones about the fact that I love the feeling of achievement in building income to higher and higher levels. It isn't just for the money itself, but it's actually for what it does and how it enables us to make a bigger difference in the world, as well as to make a bigger difference in the lives of the people we care about. And so frequently, especially in this political age, there are various folks who just say these things about wealth. It's somehow as if it's a crime to be rich, or it's a crime to aspire for great prosperity. And at least under my way of no apologies for wanting to make a better life for ourselves, whether that's up to a 5-figure, 6-figure, or 7-figure amount. It doesn't mean that we have to step on people. It doesn't mean that we have to exploit people. It doesn't mean that we scam people out of anything, which would be awful. I cannot imagine. But it does mean that we should work both smart and hard. And through the things that have happened over the years, I'm grateful that we continue to do that. People might say, hey, Ollie, you're making a six-figure income. You're a lawyer. Why in the world would you want to be associated, of all companies, with the Amway business? Like, are you that desperate to go into the Amway business? I mean, people literally ask me that, people who I'm very close to. And I actually have said, are you kidding? The Amway business is the granddaddy of them all. They keep saying, oh, it's past, but yet there's no other company in this space that is as big as we are. Our heyday has not passed. Our heydays, the best days are yet to come. And whenever I talk about network marketing or multi-level marketing, I always have pride in whatever people are doing in this space that is ethical, no matter what company they're from. Whenever I do have friends who are doing very, very well in other network marketing companies, and rather than trying to compete with them and say, oh, well, you should do this, I celebrate everybody's success, because when we all celebrate that success and we recognize that it's not a matter of scarcity in the world, but instead it's a matter of all of us. There's more than enough money to go around. It's just a matter of how we're going to get our piece of it, our bigger piece of it. And so that's been my philosophy. And so that's why I love the Amway business, because here there are so many ways that we can build our lives with this, no matter what kinds of things you like to to market or retail, there's a way to do that here. And rather than just having one or two products that are like the flagship of everything, we have many. And so that way, no matter what type of products people would want to retail, the chances are high that they have that opportunity to do that here. Our profit margins are up to pennies off of products, or they can make hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of each product. It just depends on what they market.
You broke your cell phone broke up for just a second when you were talking about profit margins, so I thought that was worth repeating because you broke up for a second, so you didn't know it, but we didn't hear what you said about the profit margins are, and then you broke up. So say that
you can make pennies from products, or you could make hundreds and hundreds of dollars for each product. It just depends on what products you retail. And I'm not afraid of the word retail because every business in the world, including bricks and mortar businesses, they're retail businesses, and so are ours. So are any of the businesses of those who work with you, as well as the Amway business, that the focus needs to be on retail. And metrics-wise, we do 60% retail. Well, actually, the retail is getting higher because as the percentages, because as our volume grows, the percentage of what we do ourselves gets smaller because the volume of the overall group gets bigger. So, but even as a starting point, we started off with 50% retail, and then it's going lower. I mean, the amount that we buy for ourselves in terms of proportions is getting lower and lower because we have more and more retail customers. So the retail amount in terms of percentage for the business gets higher and higher. But the minimum was 50%. And then because we focus so heavily on retail, we make money. We made money from out of the gate, and that's important because including the way I used to build the Amway business in the past, when I was in it 20 years ago, I'd make what little money I made. I used to pay for books, tapes, and other meetings and stuff. I mean, that's fine to go to those things to the extent that you want to, but I have personally come to believe that some of the best ways to inspire people to grow is to actually make more money in your pocket in the first place, and then to actually be in the black from the beginning. And then as you grow, then you can do more on that kind of stuff. But they do have a place. I will continue to go to do those things, but it's not without recognizing that it has to be in balance. Like if I make whatever money, but all of it goes back into that, then I'm broke, or if I overspend and I'm in deficit. And I didn't come into business to get into debt. I came into business. We actually, the kids and I, came into this business to make money and to have fun with the money, and that's what inspires us. And so it has been really a lot of fun. And what I'm grateful for is our upline. I'm sponsored by what's called a diamond in the business, and he has respected our wishes of how we wanted to build our group, and he is not disassociated with us. He literally talks to me. I talk with him every day, and he knows my emphasis on that. And by the way, even when I was not in the business, he has still stayed friends with me all these years. That says a lot because what we are taught by our upline Crown Ambassador is that friendship, genuine friendship with people is what's really important, whether they join your business ever or not, or whether they become customers of ours or not. So we're grateful to share the opportunities with people to have good quality products and to become a part of our team. But whether they do or not, we still love them. We still care about them. They don't have to do this right now. Like the reason why I left the Amway business before is because I had this thing called law school. I had to focus on that. But since then, I've now come back, and now that the whole attorney thing is done and out of the way, now I'm back and I'm actively building. So,
excellent. I love your example. I love your attitude and your spirit, and I love the idea that you're doing it with an American originated company that's very big, but still with the attitudes that you have towards effectively building your business, and you're doing it the way Ollie wants to do the business, which is focusing on retailing the products. And I just love everything about all of that. We're going to take a little commercial break. We're going to come back with Ollie Cantos. You're listening to Ollie Cantos on Building Fortunes Radio. I'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or service, then you should check out PM Marketing's NetworkLeads.com. Just visit www.networkleads.com. For over 18 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build their home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training. If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, NetworkLeads.com can help. To learn more, visit www.networkleads.com. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, MLM training, humongous blogs, the humongous classified ad network, Building Fortunes Radio, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. And now, back to our show.
And we are back. Peter Mingils here with Ollie Cantos. You go to www.olliecantos.com to find out more about Ollie. And then if you go to buildingfortunesradio.com/Ollie, you're going to find these radio shows, previous radio shows, and links to his other websites as well. Facebook sites, Twitter, his Amway website as well. I believe we have everything else that we'll be working on sometime in the future as well. So everything is right there. Ollie, I want to talk to you about some of the products that Amway has. Now, I know the word almost everything is a perception relative to what you could buy through your Amway distributorship, but it's kind of almost true. It's like almost everything. If you wanted to buy a TV, you could buy a TV. If you wanted to do phone service, a lot of people don't know that Amway was probably single-handedly one of the biggest phone customer generators for MCI that helped companies like MCI kind of get started, if you will. Everybody that joined Amway seemed to also join MCI. So there's almost everything that you can buy from Amway. And I'll let you clean up whatever I just said, but I also want you to share something about any of the particular products that you guys like to retail that we might not be aware of. So go ahead. Tell us about products.
Sure. Thank you. One product that is the highest selling worldwide brand in the world for water purification is called eSpring. And eSpring actually, it's for residential use, and it's countertop. And what you do is you just run the water through there, and then the water that comes out on the other side is literally completely pure. And it takes out the bacteria, it takes out all of the junk that is in the water, and it has a filter that's replaceable periodically. And so the thing that I love about the way that is that it's everybody needs it, and the retail profit from that is very, very high. And that doesn't even count the bonus check that you get from a group volume that you get. So eSpring is a wonderful product that really allows you to get the top quality from your own tap, to get the best quality water that you can possibly find because of the way it filters everything so successfully. And another product, a series of products that we have is called iCook, and it used to be called Amway Queen cookware in the old days, and now it's called iCook. And what is great about that is it uses this great technology where you literally stack pans on top of each other, and for literally just even on one burner, you can cook multiple things, and then on top of that, it's nonstick, and you can really, it really pays for itself because of all the savings of energy as well as the savings of time because of being able to cook so efficiently, and also the health benefits because you no longer have to use really awful for you oils and butter and things like that. Although I have to admit, for the sake of full disclosure, I like butter, so I'm very bad about nutrition stuff in that way. But another thing that we have is called Atmosphere, and with that, it literally cleans the air. And it's also a wonderful product that is for the home, and it takes out all of the allergens in the air, and it's something that has been proven to work all around the world. And yet another product is a series of products is our nutrition line. Whether your goal is muscle growth or weight loss or bone health or brain health, or even when it comes to mental health, because of some things that we have to help with that, we have the best supplements in the world. And of course, you hear every company say they're the best, but we have these through Nutrilite. And Nutrilite was started in 1934, and the founders of Amway, Rich and Jay, were actually originally distributors with Nutrilite, and eventually they built Amway, and Amway came around and bought Nutrilite. And so it's really exciting where the whatever your health needs are, the supplements are wonderful ways to enhance your health. And our flagship product within the Nutrilite brand is a Double X, and Double X, you take those every day. Our Crown Ambassador, Dallas Baird, he is 90 years old, and for the past, and this is the truth, I mean, I still am astounded, he has not been to the doctor for more than 40 years.
Wow.
I cannot
90
imagine.
now?
90.
Wow.
He just hit 90 in December. I just can't believe it, you know. But he said, look, I don't go to the doctor. I haven't been. He said, I know doctors, I just don't go to them. He hasn't needed to. He's fully healthy. He drives. He's 90, and he walks great. I mean, there's nothing you would never know. I mean, I should introduce you to Peter, actually, to him. He's a really nice guy. You would never know that he's 90. I promise you. So he's like the greatest living example of how great the products are there. But beyond that, we also have, beyond the Duke's Light stuff, we also have cleaning supplies for the house, or for commercial use, depending on what you want to do, called Legacy of Clean. And there are all sorts of things. Even for cleaning your clothes, we have the original SA8. We have stuff to make sure that your clothes are clean, and we don't have fillers. So our stuff is concentrated. And you literally save where you buy one container of SA8, and it will last you for a year and a half. It's insane. I mean, you just don't have to worry about it again. And people think, oh yeah, you have to go to the store. But imagine you take away all those trips to the store with buying detergents that have literally sand in them, as well as petroleum based. They're petroleum based, so they're bad for your skin, which is why people get bed sores if they lay on any kind of sheet that for an extended period of time, because the petroleum in it actually activates the burning of the skin, and ours doesn't have that. And the other thing with the detergent for us is that it's biodegradable, it's environmental, and this is before the whole environmental movement became strong. Literally years before that, literally you can pour the detergent into a lake and of water, and within 3 days there's no sign of it. You can't do that with regular detergent. And plus, besides that, there are other cleaning supplies that we have, literally from washing the dishes to that sort of thing. And we also have products to clean your car. This is the area that I will openly admit I don't know as much about, because we don't own a car. But my parents do. And so we used in the past a mint condition.
Google may be fixing that. You know what I mean? Like these Google guys.
That's right. That's actually on our bucket list. I actually have feelers out to Google now about the boys and I being happy to be their test subjects. They already picked one person, but we're happy to be the next ones for the Google driverless car. But that bus driver thing may actually come back to be a reality for you. Yeah, exactly. We never thought in our lifetime that we'd get to do that, but we get to have stuff for cleaning our cleaning cars, and even the outside, the interior, everything. And besides all this, we have consumable products. We have Body Key, which it's a meal replacement bar, and you just drink that with water, and they're very, very good. They're multiple flavors that we all love. And I hate things that taste like cardboard and taste yucky, but this stuff is really good. And I liked this. I liked these before I came back into the business, so I'm not just saying this. The product, the Body Key bars are good. We also we have energy bars as well, and those are magnificent with a lot of flavors. And we have excess energy drinks. So instead of going to get Monster and those other drinks, the energy drinks here have better ingredients, and they're good for you, and they're not bad, and they have a soda taste. They're carbonated, so it actually tastes really good. And they're for us, for our personal business, those are really big sellers. Because the kids at school, they sell the excess energy drinks, and they sell the energy bars, and they move product every month. It's really a ton of fun. But anybody might say, well, yeah, Ollie, but what about other stuff besides? Well, we have partnerships with a lot of stores, and so literally Best Buy. I'm glad you mentioned that before, because that's actually our favorite, where you can buy literally electronics from Best Buy. And then you do that, and that actually makes you money in the Amway business. It's not the core line, but it's still something that we have. And we also have besides that, we have the ribbon program, the ribbon collection, and the ribbon collection, those cost literally from $30 to $1,000, and there you give these gift albums to people as gifts, and then they pick something out of it. They call the toll-free number, and the gift of whatever they pick gets shipped to them. And the value of these gifts is higher. It looks higher in value than what you actually paid for it. So that's a great benefit. And these are all brand name stuff that you would just expect to buy from the stores. They're different themes, like if somebody just had a baby, or if somebody just got married, or just, it's just all sorts of different things that are for different audiences. And so all of that and everything that I just said and more, that's all from our Amway website. And in this case, it's amway.com/Ollie. And the kids have their own as well. And it's fun because it's a portal. You could go there. You could look for lots of stuff. Plus there are other videos and things that you need for this. And it's fun because with all the things that I've talked about, plus a bunch of other things, if you think about it, you can use all of this stuff. And because it's consumable, people are going to need it regularly, even to shampooing your hair, to brushing your teeth, this plus all the other things I already talked about. People will need this stuff. So what we tell people, and we teach our team, is, hey, when you get stuff from your business, consider it anyway money. In other words, you're going to buy this stuff anyway. Instead of just going somewhere else, go to your own business, plus a lot of our stuff is concentrated anyway, plus it's higher quality anyway, so you improve the quality of your life. You spend what you normally would have spent. You build volume for yourself. You teach your team how to do that. You show people how to get some customers, and you just repeat the process. It is just awesome. Oh, and yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the long distance, because there are options, among others, for those who want AT&T. You get a 20% discount off of your phone bill each month. And then if you wanted to get an iPhone, we have partnership with Apple. So, we have all kinds of things that we really, really love. And every time I think I figured everything out, it turns out that there's a lot more. Like somebody said, well, Ollie, I'll do business with you if we could buy a guitar. And I literally said, I don't know, a guitar, maybe that's kind of beyond. And you know what? We went online, and my diamond helped me look this up. Yeah, well, we have a partnership with Guitar Center. And so they literally can go on, buy their guitar through the Amway business, and we make a little money off of it. I'm just like, every time I think we've hit the limit, it's like, wow, furniture? You can get furniture from the Amway business? Oh, okay. Sears? The Gap? Disney? Starbucks? Like, how many people do you know who like Starbucks? Well, they could go to Starbucks online through our business and then get the gift card from there. They still get the same exact Starbucks coffee from Starbucks, and then yet they get point value, PV, or business volume, BV, out of the whole thing. How golden is that? And so that's why I just love all of the options that are available here. And it's a magnificent place to be. And this is what we like to focus on. And in the process of doing this, some people have come to us and have said, hey, I can do that business. And then we say, all right, you want to build a business like the way we're doing it? Great, we'll show you.
Incredible stories. I've learned so much. I thought, I'm familiar, I think, with a lot of the things that Amway does. But when you started whipping out some of those other things, those are things that I just haven't looked at it for so long that I just didn't even know that they evolved into having those things. So when we said a little bit earlier, almost everything, Ollie, I think that's pretty accurate. Almost everything. You probably can't buy an elephant yet, like a real live one on Amway, through Amway, but you could probably buy almost everything else. So the cool thing is I want everybody that's listening in to take a look at, if you're building a home-based business, take a look at, first of all, look at Ollie's example. Second of all, if you are looking for a home-based business yourself, or you're just looking for really great products, with everything that's happening in the world, if you're looking for a water filter, cookware, all those other types of things you're interested in learning, make sure you check out Ollie Cantos. So you go to www.olliecantos.com. You can go to his Amway website. I think you said it was amway.com/Ollie. That's OLLIE. And certainly you could always check out buildingfortunesradio.com/Ollie or buildingfortunesradio.com/Ollie Cantos, and you'll be able to hear the previous radio shows we've done. Ollie, we're running out of time. I'm going to play our ending. We're going to hook up with you next week, I am sure.
Real
I'll
quick,
speak to you later.
Teaser for next time. I'll talk about how you can get leads without ever having to talk to anybody from friends and family who don't want to.
Perfect. Here we go.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingils. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.